On the news tonight, President Tinubu nominates Taiwo Oyedele as Minister of State for Finance. Governor Fintiri insists defection to APC would not sow ties with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. 5 security officers arrested over bribery in former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai airport incident. And on the foreign scene, President Trump says everything has been knocked out in Iran following U.S.-Israel strikes. Good evening. This is News at 7 on Western Spring Television. I am Femi Ojo. President Bola Tinubu has nominated Taiwo Oyedele as the Minister of State for Finance. According to the presidential spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, the former chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, will replace Doris Zoka Anite. Onanuga disclosed that the president has conveyed the nomination of Oyedele to the Senate for confirmation in a letter to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. And turning to politics, the member representing Abak Etim Ekwoika Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State, Clement Jimbo, has defended the removal of indirect primaries in the 2027 Electoral Act, saying it would help in addressing money politics in Nigeria. Honorable Jimbo made this known during an interview this morning, arguing that indirect primaries endangered Nigeria's democracy. His comment follows the national debate over the 2026 Electoral Act recently signed into law. While previous law allowed parties to pick from direct primaries, indirect primaries, and consensus candidacy, the amended Electoral Act removed the direct primaries option. Despite argument by critics, the lawmakers said the National Assembly's decision reflected the desire of a vast majority of Nigerians. According to him, those who have the most money usually win the indirect primaries as they can buy votes and delegates, adding that indirect primaries contributed to the rise of godfatherism in Nigeria's electioneering processes. The member of the House of Representatives further asked Nigerians, if not all, to applaud the National Assembly for the amendment. In the meantime, Governor Umar Fintiri of Adamawa State says his relationship with ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar is still intact despite the former's defecting to the ruling All Progressives Congress, the APC. Despite leaving the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for the APC a few weeks ago, Governor Fintiri says they still enjoy a healthy relationship. Atiku, who is from Adamawa State, is on the country's presidential seat in the 2027 election and has teamed up with the African Democratic Congress ADC. The country practices a power-sharing deal between the northern and southern regions. President Bola Tinubu, who is from the southern part of the country, is still in his first term. While not recognized by law, Fintiri believes this power-sharing deal should continue, arguing that southern Nigeria should complete 80 years in the presidency before power returns to the north. According to him, the power-sharing deal is a unifying factor in the country. The Adamawa State governor became the latest high-profile politician to defect to the ruling party, a move which increased the number of governors in the APC to 31.
Just that everybody has taken his political ways, and I'm today in APC. They are in another party. But still what I'm saying, stability of this country matters in the polity of the nation. It is still the turn of the South to complete. A Northerner has no business at the moment to vie for the office of the president. So if there's no other candidate, we should support Bola Ahmed Tinubu to complete his tenure. After all, he has done so much. He's doing so much. He has initiated good policies that are working, that is showing us light at the end of the tunnel. It is not about law. If they meet, fine. If they don't meet, I think we should be steadfast as believers, as people who believe in this country, to keep it one. And I think that is my business at the moment, and business of so many of us, including the silent majority to keep.
Meanwhile, Adamu Abubakar, son of former Vice President Taiwo Abubakar, has resigned as the Adamawa State Commissioner for Works and Energy Development. In a later dated March 2nd, Adamu Abubakar said the decision follows deep personal reflection and careful consideration, thanking the state governor, Umaru Fintiri, for the opportunity to serve and for his support during his tenure. Speaking this morning, Governor Fintiri said the resignation was voluntary, noting that he was excused from the government so he could pinch with his father, which is the normal thing to do. Adamu was nominated as commissioner in October 2019 during Governor Fintiri's first term. In Kwara State, Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak has dismissed speculations that he has endorsed a successor ahead of the 2027 governorship race, insisting that the All Progressives Congress will conduct an open and merit-based primaries. The governor spoke in Ilorin at the State Congress of the APC this afternoon amid growing political rumors that he had concluded plans to back a candidate from Kwara North Senatorial District to succeed him. He said whoever eventually emerges and whoever succeeds him will build on the foundation laid down and strive to do better than his government. The governor's comments come against the backdrop of intense political consultations within the ruling party and widespread claims that power may shift to Kwara North after 2 consecutive terms from Kwara Central. He disclosed that 6 aspirants, including a member of the State Assembly, had already expressed interest in the race, describing the contest as tough but healthy for internal democracy. Abdurrazak further urged aspirants and further stakeholders to maintain unity before and after the primaries, stressing that those who emerge victorious must carry others along. A former deputy governor of Oyo State, Moses Adeyemo, has emerged as the new chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC in the state. Moses was officially announced as the new APC chairman at the ongoing state congress of the party held at Liberty Stadium in Ibadan. A statement made available to news member, the party's publicity secretary, Olawale Shadari. Decision followed consultations among key leaders of the party across its 33 local government areas of the state. Moses, who hails from Igboho in Ore local government area, served as deputy governor under the late former governor of Oyo State, Abiola Ajimobi, from 2011 to 2019. On outer security matters, a middle-aged man identified as Ben Daniels has been killed by suspected armed herdsmen. The victim was waylaid on Monday while returning from the farm near Ayeti Ogbese in Akure North local government area of Ondo State. Sources disclosed that the farmer and one other person named James Oneko were riding on a motorcycle at about 9 p.m. when they were attacked. While James managed to escape, the assailant allegedly killed Ben and dumped his body along the road. This morning, aggrieved residents of the area barricaded the Akure Expressway, protesting, calling on government and security agencies to address the insecurity in the area. Ondo State Police Command confirmed the incident, with the command spokesperson revealing that operatives have been mobilized to the scene. He appealed to residents to remain calm and refrain from blocking highways or engaging in activities that may disrupt public peace, as such actions infringe on the rights of other road users. Five security officers have been arrested and are set to face prosecution over the alleged involvement in a security breach at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport on February 12 in an incident authorities say involved the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai. In a statement today, authorities confirmed that the arrest followed a joint investigation into what was described as a serious compromise of airport security protocols. According to the statement, the investigation was conducted by the Department of State Services, the Nigerian Immigration Service, the Nigeria Customs Service, and the Federal Ministry of Aviation. Officers were identified as Ayuba Yakubu, ASP, Police, Motala Inoa, DSS, Najib Motala, ASI, NIs, Musa Adamu, Aviation Security, Saliu Victor, FSEC. Authorities stated that the officers had confessed to wrongdoing. The statement further confirmed that the suspect had been handed over to the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) for prosecution. On February 12, 2026, security operatives reportedly attempted to arrest El-Rufai upon his arrival from Cairo at the Nnamdi International Airport in Abuja. His passport was said to have been seized, and they reportedly declined to accompany operatives without the presentation of a warrant. Meanwhile, the wife of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, Adiza El-Rufai, has mocked claims by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission that wiretapping equipment was recovered from the Abuja residence. In a post on X today, she reacted to media reports quoting the ICPC as saying electronic devices capable of tapping conversations were seized during a search of their property. She said what was seized were not wiretapping equipment, noting that her bank tokens were taken away by operatives of the anti-graft agency. Mrs. El-Rufai's post quoted a Monday statement by her son, Mohammed El-Rufai, who represents Kaduna North Federal Constituency, describing the claims as false and politically motivated. The ICPs in the court filings before the Federal Capital Territory High Court listed documents and electronic devices they said were recovered from the former governor's Abuja home, while urging the court to dismiss his $1 billion fundamental rights enforcement suit. The commission maintained that his operatives acted lawfully under a search warrant issued on February 18 and executed on February 19 between at 12 Mambila Street, Asokoro, in Abuja. And elsewhere, the Medical and Dental Practitioners Investigation Panel has suspended the medical director of Care Multi-Specialist Hospital, Dr. Tunde Majakodumi, and two others after establishing a prima facie case of medical negligence against them. The management of 21-month-old Nkanu Adichie Sege. Nkanu, the son of renowned Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and Dr. Ivara Esege, died on January 7 after receiving care at Atlantis Hospital and undergoing medical procedures at Care Multi-Specialist Hospital in Lagos. Apart from the medical director at Care, the panel also suspended the anesthesiologist at the same hospital, Dr. Titus Ogundari, as well as the chief medical officer at Atlantis Pediatric Hospital, Dr. Atinuke Uwaje. The trio has suspended from medical practice pending the determination of their case by the Medical and Dental Practitioners Disciplinary Tribunal. A statement signed by the secretary of the panel, Dr. Enejo Abdul, also disclosed that the panel, in its findings, also determined that there is a prima facie case of misconduct and professional respect against 10 other doctors. Still to come, Rivers State Assembly invites Governor Fubara's commissioner nominees for screening. We'll bring you more on these when we return. Stay with us.